Confessions of a Film Poser!
Hey, Happy New Year's, everybody. We're back this week. We're going to do something a little bit different this week. We're not going to do the typical movie, watch a movie, review it. But we are going to do a 2025 recap of the movies, the top 5 movies that we loved. Now, this list is going to be from the movies that we have watched so far on the Confessions of a Film Poser channel, which reminds me, if you haven't already, please go like and subscribe. We appreciate all of our new subscribers. We're growing. That's great. And we're really having fun doing this. Check us out on Spotify. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. We're also there. If you don't want to look at us, you just want to listen to us, there's your best option. But, go follow us and give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Just get crazy with it. We're also on TikTok, Instagram, X, or Twitter, whatever you call it. I call it Twitter because I refuse to call it X. But this week, we're going to be giving our top 5, both Vince and I. Hey, Vince, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. We're going to give our top 5 and then one honorable mention. We're not going to go super in-depth with our reviews of the movie because we've already done that. So go back if this intrigues you. Go back or our list intrigues you, I should say. Go back and watch those movies. Let us know if you agree with our assessment of the movie, if you disagree with our assessment of the movie. But it's been a fun year so far. We started this back in August, and we're up to about, I think this will be our 20th episode. So kind of crazy that we got 20 in before the new year. What do you think, Vince?
Yeah, it's crazy. Also, thank you to everyone that subscribed. We hit 100 before the end of the year, which was kind of our goal. I think we're currently sitting at like 103, maybe.
Yeah.
So like once we broke 100, it just kept coming. So super grateful to everyone that's watching. Anyone that comments, I have to do better about kind of reaching out and seeing those. I kind of just throw in some stupid comments, but I gotta do my part. Eli's been great about it.
All right, Vince, without further ado, I want you to start. I'm going to give you the platform for what's your number 5 favorite movie from 2025 that we've done here on Confessions of a Film Poser.
Yeah, and we're going back and forth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll do 5. Yeah.
Okay,
we'll
cool.
round robin it.
My
Whatever
number 5
means.
for we obviously watch tons of movies, but the movies that we watched on this channel, my number 5 for 2025 is Frankenstein.
Ooh, good one.
I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. Watched the episode, we were blown away. I always say blown away, but we were blown away by the set, the acting, the visuals, the soundtrack. The rare time that Guillermo del Toro almost had it.
GDG.
Completely killed it, dude. We talked about before, he's the master of movie trailers. He gets you sucked into something and you go and see it, and it doesn't necessarily fall flat, but it's not what you think it's going to be. This one was 100% what I thought it was going to be and more. So that is my number 5.
Well, my number 5 is going to be Night of the Creeps.
Ooh, okay.
I love this movie. I thought it was great. Classic one-liners. It was kind of everything. I didn't know anything about this movie going into it, and it thrilled me. And that is a pun towards the movie. It's my favorite quote. But I thought it was great, from the cheesy zombies, the pulpness of it, the performances. It snuck up on me, and I loved it. So that's going to be my number 5.
Not to give too much away, but I didn't put that on my list, and it was close, dude. We saw so many good movies this year.
Right.
Trying to figure out what 5 I wanted to present tonight was really hard, but that was a close one for sure.
Well, I think for me, it's about it's not based on what was the best, what was the most culturally impactful movie. It was just movies to me that caught me off guard, that I went into going, I don't know about this, and then came out being like, whoa, that was way better, and I really enjoyed it.
For sure. All right,
bro, hit me with your number 4.
Am I doing it?
You're going number 4 now.
I'm going number 4.
Back and forth. Go number 4.
Here we go, dude. Close Encounters.
Close Encounters,
dude. There's the new Steven Spielberg UFO movie that was just the trailer was released. Had me thinking about that I need to go back to Close Encounters. I've only seen it once for the show, but super fun movie. I loved a lot about it, and that says a lot because I really liked Frankenstein, but this one, I think, just the fact that it's more of a classic, kicked it up a notch over Frankenstein. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is going to be mirroring your number 5. I thought Frankenstein was awesome. This was definitely one of the highlights of the movies that I saw the entire year of 2025. It paid off everything that the trailer, that was kind of our complaint, was that Guillermo del Toro puts together great trailers and you go in with the highest expectations, and then the movie doesn't always kind of meet those expectations, but this one superseded them. I loved this movie. This will be a every year watch for me around Halloween. And yeah, that's my number 4. I loved it. It's maybe my favorite Guillermo del Toro movie of all time.
I think so too. And Mia Goth, dude. Always Mia Goth, everything.
Mia Goth is one of my favorite Mia Goths of all time.
Yeah, dude. There's one movie that she did. I always forget the name of it. I didn't care for it, but I still loved Mia Goth in it. So that says a lot.
All right, dude. Hit me with your number 3. We're getting into it now.
Dude, number 3. I'm wondering if we're going to have any samesies. This might be a samesy. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
My number 3, Vertigo.
Ooh, good one. Good one. Yeah, Vertigo is awesome.
Not your number 3?
Not my number 3, but yeah, Vertigo was... I think Vertigo is the first movie that you and I kind of watched on this channel, and I don't mean to hijack your vote here, but I think that was the first one that me and you kind of were like, oh shoot, dude, yeah. And we really kind of sunk our teeth into.
It was one that I was so pissed that I never saw before, dude, because you always hear of Vertigo being one of the best movies, and I'm like, yeah, sure it is. It is. Okay,
good enough. Okay. Good enough. All right, my number 3 is going to be One Battle After Another.
Ooh, okay.
The latest Paul Thomas Anderson movie that just hit theaters with Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro. I love this movie. I've seen it 3 times now since it came out. I saw it in the theaters. I watched it once with my family members that came here for Thanksgiving, and I watched it again with my wife. And I love this movie. I think it's probably my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio performance, which is saying something.
I'd say
because dude's been in a lot of movies that I've really liked the performance. But yeah, I love this. This movie gets more kind of profound, and I watch it from a different kind of perspective each time that I've seen it. And I love that this movie can do that, and I just love Paul Thomas Anderson. I really loved this movie, dude.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's definitely one that I've been thinking about. I've only seen it once in theaters, and I know that you put it on your Vudu, so I've been eyeballing it. Yeah, this is one that I definitely want to watch again because I loved it. There's a lot of memes going around where it's Benicio del Toro dancing when he's getting pulled over, and it's just like someone made a song of like just a few tiny or small beers or tiny beers or whatever. Yeah,
dude,
that's so good. It's so
Benicio del Toro's like,
he's the best, dude.
He steals the thunder in that movie.
Yeah, I went on kind of a Del Toro kick, and I was watching the Sicario 1 and 2. I watched a few weeks ago. I just bought the Phoenician Scheme, which we saw together.
Movie.
But
dude, it's kind of the year of Benicio del Toro because I just watched Sicario again too. Sicario. And that scene at the end of Sicario at the dinner table, dude, is brutal, bro.
I was convinced that I've never seen number 2, and I put it on, and 15 minutes into it, I was like, I've seen this, and I'm gonna see it again because I know exactly what it is, and I love it.
Not as good, like it's missing the Emily Blunt of it all, you know. But Josh Brolin and Benicio together are really good, and that first one especially just makes you feel so like you got to watch your back, you know.
Yeah, and like you said, Emily Blunt in that movie, I feel like the anxiety that she brings was really needed because these two guys are such badasses. In number 2, it's just badasses unchained. And they didn't have that grounding aspect. They had the girl that they were saving, but even she was kind of a badass, so there was no anxiety of like a normal person in the situations that these guys were in.
Well, and she's the audience's way into the story and into that situation and that feeling, you know. So I agree. All right, dude, hit me with your number 2. We're getting down. We're almost to the wire here.
This one I just watched, dude, and it could be the fact that I literally watched this less than 24 hours ago, but It's a Wonderful Life. It's still heavy on my heart, dude. I don't want to cry again, but Jimmy Stewart, dude. I had Jimmy twice on this list, dude. Vertigo.
Dude, I know it's also the year of Jimmy Stewart. No, I didn't put that one's not on my list only because I had seen it before, and so I wanted to save it for movies that were brand new to me. And Frankenstein and One Battle After Another kind of cheating because they're not like classic movies. But like I said, this list is really about movies that I saw that I was really kind of blown away by. Yeah, and really made me think differently about certain things. But yeah, no, It's a Wonderful Life is great.
It's so good, dude. So
I'm glad you liked it, dude. I'm really glad you liked it because it's always hard when you hype something up, especially a movie like It's a Wonderful Life. It's kind of amazing that you avoided it all these years. It's kind of like Gremlins for me. It's like it takes extra effort not to watch something that's such a pop culture icon, you know?
Yeah, and like I said before, like it was always in the background. I would see clips and I would never give it the time of day. I'd never give it. I guarantee you, as a kid, if I watched 3 minutes of this movie, I would have already been hooked. But I never did, dude. And
Well,
it's
as a kid, you can't really appreciate it like you can when you're an
True.
adult. Like when you
True.
when you have real responsibility, that's when that movie becomes the most impactful. And I meant to bring this up on our episode of that, but I realized watching that Christmas Vacation is really the inverse of it's the inverse of It's a Wonderful Life. And the thing that made me realize it was the scene with like every time he went up the stairs and that like that post was coming off the staircase.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like George's thing, you think he's gonna like freak out at the end when he pulls it off, but he doesn't. He goes and puts it back just like he always does, which is also symbolic of his life. But in that movie, you know, it's like Clark just loses. Clark gives in to all of he's got this idealism and he loves being a family man and that's his dream. And when it all goes to hell, like he just loses it. Anyway, I thought about that.
That's
it.
Yeah, it's a fun idea. All right, your number 2. What is?
All right, my number 2, keeping with the Jimmy Stewart theme. My number 2 is Vertigo, my man.
Ooh, yeah. Which I gotta watch it again, dude.
Yeah. Listen, Vertigo. I love Vertigo. I have seen Vertigo in other movies since I've watched it. Like I'm like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where I'm just like, where I'm like pointing out, like that's the dolly shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just saw that in some movie we were watching, some like crappy movie, and they put that in there. I was like, that's the Hitchcock. This movie would have been my number 1 if it wasn't for the fact that I don't think the third act of that movie is it goes off the rails a little bit, and I didn't love it as much. I think it was still a 5 out of 5 for me, but it would have crested to one of my favorite movies of all time if that third act was a little bit stronger. But I love this movie, dude. It really made me want to go watch all of the Hitchcock movies. It made me like this, and watching It's a Wonderful Life so recently really made me want to go evaluate like other Jimmy Stewart movies, because I'm not well versed in his stuff. I know he like was in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, which is a movie that's been on my list for a long time. So maybe we could watch that one.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
But it's a Western, dude. But he's done so many great movies, and he's such a he's literally an American hero. But I loved Vertigo, dude. That was, like I said before, that was kind of the first movie that you and I were like, oh shoot, dude, like this is awesome.
Yeah.
And I loved it. So that's my number 2.
Not to get off topic, but in It's a Wonderful Life, whenever you see like towards the end where he's kind of freaking out towards his family, and you get a glimpse of like his own corner. Did you see the painting of Abraham Lincoln on the wall, dude? He has a painting of Abraham Lincoln, and it made me think of you. It made me think of our buddy Sean, and I was just like, yeah, this guy is a badass, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's great. All right, dude. Let's
bleep that out.
Let's go number. I'll try. We'll see. It was kind of muddled, so maybe it cut itself out. But I'm kind of thinking our number 1s are aligned, and I don't know if I'm right.
I'm hoping, dude.
I think our number 1s are aligned. So
all right, let me get a sip of whiskey, dude, for number 1.
Do you want to do our 1, 2, 3, and then on 1, 2, 3 go, and then we both say it at the same time?
I do, but I feel like you're gonna let me down, dude, because I'm excited right now.
I'm not gonna let you down. I mean, I'm excited too. It doesn't mean that we have the same one, but I think it's gonna be the same one.
All right.
If I'm a betting man, I'm gonna say it's gonna be the same one.
All right, dude.
All right, ready? I'm counting it off. So after 3, 1, 2, 3, Thief.
Dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
The movie was so badass, dude.
Dude, Thief is so good. Thief was like another one, much like Vertigo. It's like we've come in with these generally having kind of the same opinions on them. I think Gremlins was the one that we probably like deviated on, and Black Christmas, I think, were the 2 that we deviated on the most, and those were recently. But I feel like our feelings on these movies have kind of aligned in a lot, and this one with Vertigo, I think, were the 2 that made us go like, dude, like we felt like we were really watching something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it super like it artsy, super badass movie. In the sense of all the movies that we've watched, I feel like Thief is the most obscure one. I feel like people that know movies know the movie Thief, but no one else does. My girlfriend's mom is a huge movie buff. I mentioned that I watched Thief and fell in love with it, and I don't think she even knew what that was. I feel like it's like a Criterion movie nerd movie, and I'm so glad that we stumbled across it, dude. It's the cover. The cover got us, and then the movie did.
And the movie, the diner scene.
Yeah, the diner scene, dude.
The diner scene, much like what we talked about, It's a Wonderful Life, the scene in the bar, like that scene to me, and it lays the groundwork, I think, for a lot of modern movies that I love and a lot of modern filmmakers that I love, including people like Paul Thomas Anderson, Quentin Tarantino, and James Caan, who James Caan's great in Godfather. His role isn't huge, but he's great as Sonny Corleone. I've mostly only seen James Caan roles that are more comedic.
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
So this one was really, I mean, it made me really appreciate his acting talent. And Michael Mann, I've put together a list of Michael Mann movies that I really want to watch. I'm going to go back and watch Heat again. And I think this also, like this, I said at the time, but I think Thief it's like a smaller, more intimate Heat, you know? And I loved it. All right, man. Well, I knew that we were going to be aligned on that one, and I'm glad for it. So that's our top 5. I think the only thing we left, I asked you to do one honorable mention because I know that like a list of 5 is tough because we watched a lot of good movies. Even though
we had 20, so it was
but so we don't have a huge pool. Obviously, this time next year, 2026 will be much harder, and I think we bump it up to top 10 because that'll be more impactful. So why don't you give me your honorable mention first?
Since you said that, and since we had so many movies, I cheated, and I have 2 honorable mentions. One I'm just going to briefly go over because it was one of your choices, One Battle After Another. It stayed with me, and I got to watch it again. My real honorable mention that didn't make it to this list, but I was still super surprised by and really enjoyed was True Romance.
Yeah, True Romance was really good. I feel like
it's wacky, but it was good.
Yeah. Like I like True Romance more in the contrast of Natural Born Killers, because for as much as I like True Romance, I didn't like Natural Born Killers that much. But yeah, no, it was really good, dude. It was a really good movie, and that's definitely worthy of an honorable mention.
Yeah, just maybe not the whole movie or the movie as a whole, but the small performances that you have from these big actors were so good, and probably one of my favorite Christopher Walken small roles I've ever seen, dude. Still to this day, I'm terrified of that smooth looking garlic eater, dude.
Dude, I mean, and you could say that because you're Italian,
and because I just watched It's a Wonderful Life.
My honorable mention is WNUF Halloween Special, baby.
That was a fun one, dude.
I loved that movie so much. And I enjoyed not knowing anything about that movie and what these guys were able to accomplish, both comedically, stylistically, narratively, in this in this hour and a half. You know, we talked at the time kind of what like our negatives were of this movie, or not even negatives, but how it could have been that much better. But I truly love this movie. I wish, I think with the Netflix deal, Warner Brothers deal, I think the way Hollywood's going is it's going to make the independent movie scene and independent movie studios more prominent, and a lot more money is going to go there. I hope more movies like this get made. I just loved it. We didn't watch the WNUF Christmas special, but we'll save that for next year. And there's also the sequel. We also didn't get very many views on that video, so you know how it goes. But I love this
talking
movie,
about
dude.
Obscure movies like that. It was a budget of $4,000. It's something that you can only really find at Walmart. I don't even know why it's at Walmart.
Well, I don't know why it got any distribution at all. It's kind of amazing that it made it to a physical, movie release. I got a buddy out here that's a VHS collector, and he goes, yeah, I can't find that movie anywhere. And then I went to Walmart and was like, it's here. And he goes, oh shoot. So it's one of those movies that movie heads know of. It just is more of like us not being posers, and I love it. You have anything else to add, dude? That's our list. So if you want to watch any of these reviews that we did, like I said, we're growing, so we're there's some growing pains along the way, but I think it encapsulates our thoughts either after just watching the movie or after a day or so. We always we talk about why we've never seen the movie, and then we watch the movie during the week and we come back later in the week. Or sometimes we watch it, we record the first half of the show, watch the movie, and then come back later that night when it's fresh. And so that's kind of the format of the show. Thank you guys so much for coming along. Vince, you got anything else you want to add?
That's it. Thank you guys so much. We hit 100. Let's keep going, boys and gals.
Yeah, and happy 2026, everybody. Happy New Year. Hope 2025 was great for you. Like I said, we have some awesome things kind of coming up. We're enjoying this format of watching movies. It's great for both Vince and I. But we really want to hear back from you guys. We want to hear movies that maybe we're missing, movies that maybe like a WNUF Halloween special isn't widely known. let us know in the comments. Let us know if you disagree with us. Let us know why you love a movie if we don't. Again, I always love the discourse, and movies are so subjective that I love kind of seeing it from the lens of somebody else. But if you haven't already subscribe, come back around 2026 and beyond and get in here, tell us everything that you have on your mind. We want to hear it.
Yeah, and we want to know if you agree or disagree because, like you said, they're subjective. And if there's a movie that maybe we didn't get and you have some sort of like idea of something that we missed from the movie, share it. Let us know. We'll read the comments. We'll come back and we will assess how we took it, maybe even rewatch it after you've shared what we may have missed, and maybe we were wrong.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate everybody. Truly, it's been a fun year. We're just getting started. So thanks. Come on back. We'll see you guys next time. Happy New Year, Vince. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, you too, man.
What's the song? Dang, I missed it. I blew my chance.
It was good. Is that a potato dropping behind you, dude?
Rolling Sign.
Confessions of a Film Poser.